Brian Grimes, your real estate mentor, back with another action-packed session. Today, we're going to be talking about how to Section 8 your rental properties, how to get the government to pay the rent. Get the government to pay the rent on your properties, but put that money directly into your bank account, auto deposit on the first of the month. This is a powerful session if you're looking for a way to get started in this game, especially if you're looking to scale from out of town and you want a conservative investment strategy. You don't want to take on too much risk. Let's get into this training. Here's what you need to do to get your property Section 8'd. And that's why we're here. So I want to get started with Section 8, but I don't know how to get started. The first thing you need to do is find the right house to Section 8. So what is the right house? The larger, the better. Why the larger, the better? Because, and I'll say that with a caveat. Like, I don't necessarily want a 3,000 square foot single family house because it's going to cost too much to renovate and it's not going to be profitable. But within the spectrum of, let's say I had two houses. One was 900 square feet, 3 beds, 1 bath. One was 1,200 square feet. I want the 1,200 square foot property. The footprint is bigger. I can build a better, bed, bath size. And that's going to attract more Section 8 tenants. Because when I'm playing this game, it's all about out competing the competition. I want to put a good product out there so that I can make the most money long term. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just find a big property. The larger, the better, so that you can get bigger bedrooms. You're going to be more attractive. 2, buy close to public transportation, especially if you're in a major city. Section 8 tenants, they don't have a lot of money, right? That's why they're on Section 8. So a lot of Section 8 tenants are taking public transportation to get to work, to take their kids to school, to go see friends and family. So being close to those public transportation hubs, if you're in a city like Philadelphia has one of the best above ground transit systems in the country. It's like second to New York, but in some ways it beats New York. New York has the best underground transit. Philly's got the best above ground, in my opinion, transit system. Like, you can get anywhere. You can damn near get to New York from Philly on above ground transit. So you want to pay very close attention to that and how close you're buying to those public transportation centers, because if you're in a hot spot, people are going to look at that property and be like, man, I can get here, I can get to my job. That's a big value add, more of a value add than if you're doing just a market rental. So keep that in mind when you're looking for your properties and trying to find the right location. 2, 3, this is a cool one that nobody talks about. Buy near or close to special needs schools. So a lot of people who are on government assistance, they tend to have special needs children. So they might have an autistic child or a child with some type of learning disability, and they're sending their kids to these specialty schools. So if you want to keep your property tenanted, like for 10 years, 12 years, no turnover, buy near these special needs schools. I did this on a property in South Jersey. I didn't even know it was near a special needs school. It was right next to, maybe like 5 blocks away from a school for autistic children. I had tenants move in. They would not leave, like to save their life. Like, they would not leave this property because of the proximity. And I was wondering, like, why are people so interested? I was always getting these hits and people desperate to move in because of the location. They needed to be in that district so that they could get into that school for free. So that's really important, guys. Make sure you're checking out the school systems, but also if there are these special needs charter schools, if you buy near there, you're going to be tenanted like for life. You're never going to really have turnover and vacancy. And the last point on this one is rehab with the market in mind. So when you're building your rental properties for Section 8, make them durable. Don't cut too many corners that would lead to a lack of durability. You don't need to, for instance, you don't need to rehab this property to have like central air. Central air could be nice, having that AC component, but taking that money and putting it into like quartz countertops or just more durable flooring, instead of putting down carpets, put down a nice LVP with a high scratch resistance that's going to have more durability. That's going to go a bit further. So you want to build your properties to be durable, and you want to eliminate a lot of things that might be easy to break, like a garbage disposal. Like, I'm not necessarily going to put that into a Section 8 property. I'm going to put that into a property that I'm going to flip. But in a Section 8 property, that's going to get broken all day. And it's just going to be something that you have to come out and fix, and it's going to cost you more money. So make sure you're building with the end in mind, not just building the way you want to build and then say, I'll Section 8 this. Build with Section 8 in mind. Always, buy, build, do all of these things with Section 8 in mind, and you'll be a lot more successful. Let me keep flowing through this thing. Step 2, forgetting your property. And guys, any property, I'll get this question. What properties can be Section 8'd? Any property can be Section 8'd. I repeat, any property can be Section 8'd. It's not the property itself. It's what we're going to talk about next, getting certified. Reach out to me with more questions. You guys can DM me, email me, text me, however you got here. You know how to get a hold of me. But reach out with questions. Always do your research and your homework before you purchase, not after. A lot of us are so excited to just get a deal that we do no research and then we get the wrong deal.